I like Buggy. Same. Casually raised the next Pirate King. This boy is also the son of the most wanted man in the world. Raised the son of the late Pirate King Gold D. Roger. Raised a runaway prince of her country, this boy preferred to stay in her home. Slapped Monkey D. Garp and scolded him in front of Marine soldiers. Doesn't give a flap. When my therapist says feeling something bad is going to happen, it's called anxiety and not advanced observation Haki. Old versus new gen Yonkos. Funny how these things pan out. I spent 2 years in Amazon Lily and Hancock kept asking me to marry her. I spent 2 years stuck on an island with nothing but food. I wish I was flapping dead. OMG, Luffy, hi! Who else fits this meme? Almost everyone Luffy has met except Frankie and Jinbei. Those two already had the will to live. They just had to squeeze Frankie a bit to get him to come along. It ain't Haki turning these blades black. Thinking about Mihawk's toilet. No light switch, no sink, not even any toilet paper. Mihawk canonically uses the bathroom in solid darkness and just gets up and leaves. Gear 5 Luffy? Also Gear 5 Luffy. Confident? Negative. Introvert? Extrovert. Trash-hearted? Pure-hearted. If that's the case, Zoro's father must be the greatest navigator. Nami, is Zoro's dad confirmed? Studio Wit animators walking into the office one morning when their boss tells them that they have to reanimate the entirety of One Piece. The animators realizing they'll be stuck working on the same project for the next 20 years at minimum. Now that's job security. Did you know Zoro was lying on the ground after taking all of Luffy's pain, but when he heard Sanji's footsteps coming, he stood up miraculously and made a cool pose. This mofo barely had a stubble and was calling himself Blackbeard. He pre-ordered the name. I miss when Ace was a greasy rat. Rhinoplasty, lip filler, cheek implants, chin implant, jaw shave, brow bone reduction, buccal fat removal, Botox, and eye lift. How Luffy saw Ace versus how Yamato saw Ace. Bro underestimated One Piece's pace. Can't wait for their rematch in a decade. Chill, every character in Elbaf needs a flashback first. Me walking into work 15 minutes late knowing they can't fire me because I do the work of 3 people. Filthy fishman. Where are his chains, Luffy? What do you mean he's your helmsman, Luffy? You disgusting freak, that's a horse! Mermaid. Sengoku. Garp is extremely strong. Jinzhou. Garp is extremely strong. Oda. Garp is extremely strong. Garp shows an extreme feat of strength. One Piece fans. Galaxy Impact is just an Orangetown buggy level feat. Not surprising, that guy was in Gold D. Roger's crew. It is time to go. Huh? Damn, bro left. If One Piece had mobile phones, doesn't know how to change wallpapers from default, constantly loses it, his friends secretly installed GPS tracker if he gets lost again. She would be one of those girls who keeps their selfies as wallpapers, likes talking to Siri, weather widget. Chopper and Luffy like playing with his live lock screen wallpapers, also carries Luffy's phone, keeps his gallery in private. YouTube Kids, has Robin's number on speed dial, unexpectedly good at Geometry Dash. Has a tablet, spends 80% of screen time reading ebooks, likes randomly drawing doodles with stylus pen. Lets Luffy play Minecraft on his phone, likes photographing, sometimes can try to hack private Wi-Fi. Watches tech reviews on YouTube, his wallpapers remind him to restock his cola fridge, once tried to integrate his smartphone in his arm. Listening to music 24/7, has a ringtone he really likes but is self-conscious about it when his phone's ringing in public. Accidentally drowned 3 phones in a row, so now owns the cheapest model, constantly overheating it in pocket. Took a shot of Ace's bounty poster and set it as a wallpaper. 30% of his gallery are Luffy's photos. Actually has another, most likely push-button phone that can't be tapped. owns the most die-hard mobile phone on the Grand Line, the rest wouldn't survive even a week, inherited it from Garp when he bought a new one, has really annoying and loud ringtone he refused to change. Yo-ho-ho-ho-ho! My man Jinbei being forgotten again. We better never see One Piece live action reach Dressrosa. He has undergone 0 design changes since 1999. This is because he is without flaw. Bartolomeo carried this whole arc for real. The one who shot and killed your mother, Scarlet, was me. Hey, if you attack her verbally like that, my barrier doesn't mean anything. How did this happen? She lost the baby fat, then she went and had 85 kids. The only right answer. People are forgetting her whole pirate crew is just a single mom and her kids. I hope she'll be beautiful. What about you guys? Will Emu be the most beautiful or the most ridiculous thing when revealed? Bounty Hunter's importance in One Piece. The vast majority of pirates in the One Piece world are low levels who have low bounties. Bounty hunters focus on them. If a bounty hunter is strong enough to capture the pirates strong enough to have bounties in the millions, why even be a bounty hunter at that point? The Straw Hat Effect. How Eiichiro Oda designs characters. Nitpicks I have with the big three. No tomboys? The utter wasted potential of Chad and that he goes against all his morals and becomes a boxer. No tomboys. Everyone's forgetting about the real tomboy. Why didn't Peter use Haki? He was clearly fighting a Logia. One Piece Twitter is insane. Theory. Zoro will become the greatest swordsman, and then in order to honor Kuina, he will ask Ivankov to gender bend him. This way, he can prove that women can also be the best. I know it's a little woke, but it would be cool. He can also potentially marry Sanji. Give me your One Piece images. Most upvoted one will be my lock screen. Why is there only like one defeated pose? Do you want villains to lose in a Peter Griffin pose? So close. He does have a point. Back when Nami looks like a normal girl. Back when Nami had internal organs. Current Nami also has them, they're just in her bazungas now. I find it so flapping funny that they still call Zoro Pirate Hunter Zoro. Like, imagine if people nicknamed you for the summer job you did at 18 years old in order to make some money. Sandwich Maker Michael, or something. Daily reminder. Shanks losing his arm still doesn't make sense. Perfect match. If Brook ate another devil fruit, he'd be dead. Yo-ho-ho-ho-ho-ho! If Brook didn't eat another devil fruit, he'd be dead. Yo-ho-ho-ho-ho-ho! It's curious to think about One Piece timeline. Finally, after years of loneliness, I will sail with a crew again. 1 week later. Greatest lie I was ever told was that One Piece isn't good from the get-go. I turned this show on a whim, and the second I saw Luffy pop out that barrel, I knew this whimsical mofo had a plan for me. Absolute cinema. Okay, I'ma fight Trafalgar Law. Damn. Real world geopolitics? One Piece geopolitics. When you wait 52 years for your crew to come back, and only a skeleton returns back. I'm gonna send you to the island of my lifelong friend and most trusted comrade in the Revolutionary Army. There's this island with a bunch of monkeys, you'll get along well. Notice how Shanks was the only Yonko pre-time skip not to have a fishman on his crew. Coincidence? I think not. How the flap does Hawkins have a crew? Want to join my crew as disposable meat shields that get killed every time I take a hit? Yes. Wait. No wonder he's the smartest in the family. Presenting the luckiest man in One Piece. Blackbeard if Ace hadn't stopped him going to Water 7. Blackbeard if Luffy hadn't broken into Impel Down. Blackbeard if Shanks didn't stop the war. Blackbeard if Luffy had gone northeast instead of Law. Well, the luckiest after Buggy-sama, of course. One Piece franchises. My name is Bonnie. I'm sorry, Bonnie. If I remember correctly, Oda brought this up in an SBS. Luffy made a mental note to get it right after his completely horrible comments about how cool it was that Bonnie's dad was turned into a cyborg right after she was talking about how it was the worst thing that happened to him. Dadan? Don. Would you still love me if I get paralyzed? Why do you send me this? I just want an answer. Will be worth a lot, to be honest. No money? I guess I can't help it. Thanks for the meal. This is a token of my gratitude. Keep it. Crazy that Luffy knows how to read and write. Sanji? Sanji if Oda turned on the smoking damage. Okay guys, how many of these do you have? Shut up, idiot. Impact dial. Shut up, Mosshead. Strong kick. Shut up, Bekuri. Repel. Shut up, pirate. Ryusei Kazan. Shut up, bozo. Haki Man style. Divine departure. Shut up, mortal. Body. Shut up, rat. Black vortex. Shut up, pirate. Galaxy impact. Shut up, pirate. Impact wave. Shut up, marine. Seaquake. Shut up, Mugiwara. Thunder Bagura. Shut up, Spanda. Weapons left. Shut up, marine. Jet pistol. Keep telling yourself that, buddy. I like being a giraffe. I love giraffes. My headcanon is that Kaku had no idea what the flap a giraffe was until like 5 minutes after he ate the fruit when someone told him, and he's just really into giraffes now despite just finding out about them. Live action Chopper finally revealed. Forgiveness. Curiosity killed the cat. What's that on your wanted poster? Law. This is your spine. Kid. What the flap? Put it back. It's called Conqueror's Haki, bruh. Dude, you need to get the flap out of my house. You smell like pure, unfettered behind. Roger forgot to mention the most important detail. That BS Nika fruit you say? Go find it. You can't really do anything without that. I wasted my flapping time. What the crew saw on Laughtail was a big sign that said, "No Nika? That's too damn bad. Do it all again and come back." Listen, Shanks, buddy boyo, I am not the one to fulfill the One Piece. I am missing some goofy mythical zone fruit that is under a new name. Also, some mermaid biznatch needs to be born around the same time as the dude who will eventually be chosen by the fruit, because that fruit is a zone, and as we all know, zone fruits have a mind of their own. Anyways, that same fruit was used by none other than Joy Boy himself. I reached this island despite missing so much, it's flapping laughable. I gave Robin her tan and bangs back. Ro really said Cook instead of Sanji. This is canon material. Luffy and Zoro and Cook. Season 2 is gonna be awesome. Kiki's been working out. What the flap? It's literally Nami with different hair. OMG, peak designs! Main villain of the arc? Luffy after he became friends with the person that the villain hurt. The One Piece world if Jinbei let that rubber thug die in Marineford.
What?
Alright, Akainu, get off the alt. Dumbest One Piece image in your phone. Hand it over. Does the grass frighten you that much? When it's canon, but it's so stupid that you gaslight yourself into thinking it's not. What's the One Piece version of this? The fact that Luffy spent more time with Rayleigh than with the crew. Robin spent more time with Luffy's dad than Luffy did. As far as we know, Smoker spent more time with Luffy's dad than Luffy did. 25 years later in South Blue. Yeah, I used to be rivals with Luffy. How much would things change if this happened? Hey, Thatch, I know we have a finder's keeper's rule on this ship, but I've been looking for that fruit for my whole life. Can you let me have it? I'll give you a back massage or something. Yeah, sure. Thatch is a stand-up guy. He would absolutely do this. To answer your question, a whole lot. Ace would never go after Blackbeard, meaning he never gets captured. The War of the Best never happens, and because of this, no one dies in it. It also means Blackbeard never gets the Tremor fruit. Kaido probably goes down much easier with Ace's help. Honestly, so much changes that we need an 18-volume fanfiction to fully explore it all. Blackbeard would have still left Whitebeard pirates. He would have captured Luffy instead of Ace. Shanks and possibly Dragon dies instead of Whitebeard. Or Whitebeard, Shanks, and Dragon destroys the Marines and then they live happily ever after. Shout out to these newspaper pelicans, bro. Their purpose is to deliver the big news to whomever it is. They don't give a single flap to who you are. You a Marine? Okay, and here's the newspaper. You're a Cypher Pole agent? Who asked? Here's the newspaper. You're the most wanted pirate in the world? Who flapping cares? Here's the newspaper. It makes sense now. Kitetsu blades will lead the user to their death, but with Zoro, he'll naturally go the wrong way. Zoro before and after losing his eye. This is going to be a weird comment, but why does it seem like he's in the Krusty Krab restaurant? Now I can't unsee it. He's a regular. Episode 1, Episode 1000. One Piece has surpassed Game of Thrones as the most pirated media ever. Ironic. If Luffy wanted to watch an anime, he would also have pirated it. Doubt Luffy would be able to operate a computer. Luffy would old school pirate it. He broke into a Blockbuster. Never really noticed how much Blackbeard follows this belief he told Luffy. When you aim high, you sometimes come across fights not worth fighting. Teach only takes on fights he seems confident he can win, and so far he's been pretty accurate with that. It's also important to note that Teach does not care about looks, only results. Did he look a bit like a crybaby biznatch at the start of the fight? Don't care, still won. Was what he did extremely dishonorable? Sorry, can't hear you over this W. Not to mention, he is very willing to change and adapt on a plan. I want to kill Straw Hat to become a warlord? Never mind, I'll use Ace who threw himself before me. I want to steal Boa's fruit. Flap it, I'll take this Navy hero hostage instead and save my men. Guy is cunning, smart, and adaptive. Why was Nami so calm here? Like one bullet wouldn't kill her instantly. Nami has been in multiple near-death scenarios. She knows when it's an actual threat. Definitely. Sometimes you can just tell by looking at someone. This is one of those instances. The statements of Eiichiro Oda, the creator of One Piece, about the ending of One Piece. The whole world is turned upside down in the final arc. I'm not interested in the One Piece readers complaining because they don't like the story, but I'm sure the final arc will surprise them. In the final scenes of the story, a pirate with an eye patch will appear. The end of the story is fixed, and I have never changed it. The problems are the many things that make it difficult to capture all these final events. What motivates me to keep drawing is the last arc. This arc will make the Marineford arc seem like nothing. I have decided what the ending of One Piece will be. The One Piece treasure will not be something like friendship or determination. After all the effort and the long journey, I must give them a reward that they deserve. From Sugita, the editor of Eiichiro Oda. I know the ending of One Piece. Oda talked to me about it on the phone, and it took him 7 hours to explain everything to me. We have now reached a crucial point where the story begins to reach its main points. In the coming period, we will see the 4 emperors a lot. The most important thing about the upcoming development of the One Piece story is the past. Oh, I believe in Oda. He's gonna give us the best possible ending. Let me cook. The real One Piece was the money I made along the way. More aura than the 5 elders. I cried at this scene, not gonna lie.